Hello, my name is Louise Dietrich and I'm a 2024 graduate of Animal Science Equine at UCD, and I'm also currently working full-time for Rankin at Trinity Partners. I wanted to tell you a little bit today about my time in UCD, what I liked about my course, and also how it shaped my current career. I really liked my time in UCD because the lectures were quite condensed, so I had time to do other things like going to the gym in UCD, where the gym is free for students, and I also had time to work part-time in Barry O'Connor's yard, which was really interesting for me to already build that work experience and have this hands-on approach besides the lectures. I also really liked UCD because we had really overly qualified lecturers that were teaching about their topic of research. I'm thinking about Emmeline Hill and David McHugh that introduced me to genetics and genomics that I really enjoyed. And then what I also really liked was that then those lecturers would offer electives. So I picked electives that were more linked to the genetics and genomics aspect of my course. I really liked doing the undergraduate research project with Emmeline Hill. That really helped me understand what my life could be if I were to go and do a PhD. And it was really interesting because she guided us into how a research project is conducted, and you have the chance to pick your own topic. I also had the really big chance of being guided by Jennifer Doyle from HSI into my topic, which was the genetics and genomics of osteochondrosis in Irish sport horses. So for me that was a massive plus because it kind of shows to future employers in the research industry that I was already leaning in those topics. So even though my career is a little bit different at the minute, I still have that chance of being able to prove that I'm interested in research and I already have a little bit of experience. I also really liked the way the lecturers were teaching us about critical thinking and how to get accurate knowledge. So we were taught to criticize resources and find accurate information, which is really helping me now, especially in my management decisions. What I also really liked was that the first 2 years we had a lot of common classes with other courses. I'm thinking about forestry, I'm thinking about dairy business, I'm thinking about the other animal science students. So it was kind of nice to be able to meet people and interact with them. I feel like the equine aspect was really an added bonus. It didn't set me back from my animal science peers at all. So if you're unsure about which one to pick, if you're interested in horses, I definitely recommend taking the equine course. From the second year onward, we had a lot of modules with Barbara Murphy that's doing a lot of her equine science lectures, and she really had this approach where she would invite guest lecturers. So we had again advisor that came to chat with us in nutrition classes. We also went to the factory, so that also helps build a connection with future employers and kind of understand what you could do as a future job. What I also really liked about UCD was that as an international student, I was really supported by my lecturers, and in Ireland everybody is so friendly that it was really easy to find people that liked the same things I did. I mean, especially doing a course with horses, and to go to events, to try and network also was easier. So overall I really liked the community at UCD, and I definitely recommend going out, trying to make friends, signing up to societies and clubs, and just trying to live your life on campus as much as possible. I also really liked having the opportunity to go on placements with UCD. I did mine with Barry O'Connor. I was working already for Jenny, but I went as her show groom for the whole summer. That was really interesting because then I could apply what I was taught in my lectures to just the daily tasks with horses, and then I came back to college with more questions, with more areas that were still a bit dark for me. It also helped me build that connection with the actual workplace and what positions I could be offered with my current knowledge. Placement also created a lot of purpose and sense of accomplishment, which I really liked, because then sometimes you can feel a little bit lost in college. What I also really liked about studying in UCD is that it gave me the confidence to invest in my own horses, and I now own 4 horses, and it's just pure pleasure to be able to discuss with professionals what they think about those horses, be able to see how the horses are doing, and just be able to manage them without feeling like I'm completely lost. It gave me the tools to feel like I can advocate for my horses' well-being and offer them the best environment with a science-based approach. I also feel more equipped now to discuss with the equine professionals, like the dentists, the physio, the vets, the farriers, what we see in the horses. Do they maybe need to be shod a little bit earlier? Then when I graduated, I was offered a position as show groom at Jenny Rankin Sport Horses. That enabled me to apply my knowledge further and to actually implement what I was taught in college. What I really like about working with Jenny is that we travel a lot. So we went to the Moroccan World Tour. We also went to a lot of Nations Cup events, especially with Ibiza. We went to the Longines Series final in Warsaw, where the Irish team finished second. So it's also really gratifying to see the horses you're working with on a daily basis going to those big events and thriving at those big events. I get to manage people at home, I get to make a little bit of a schedule. It's just interesting to have this managing side of the job. One thing I really love about my job is having this contact with the horses and feeling like I'm part of their daily lives and that they can rely on me. I really feel like this is really important for high-level sport horses, especially when they travel a lot to the shows. We went all around Europe with Ibiza here. We're now currently in Wellington, and it's just really nice to feel like I can make a difference in how he's feeling. What I do on a daily basis is a lot of traveling with the horses, managing them when they're on the truck, just packing and packing the truck, making sure they're fit and sound, making sure they're mentally okay and that they have the best possible living conditions they can have. What I really like about my job is that I have this hand-in-hand approach with Jenny, where she really enables me to take some managing decisions about when we turn out the horses, how we turn them out. I like to have my horses out a lot. I also like to have specific connections with all of them, and it's just really interesting for both of us to have horses that are both physically and mentally feeling good, and I really feel like an advocate for their well-being, especially at the shows where sometimes it's a little bit difficult to have the right conditions for them. And yeah, I just really like my job because I get to spend time with horses and I just get to make their life better.